So a lot of us are still staying at home for the most part.
Yeah, we don't get out that much. We kind of stay around in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
There's a farmer's market
oh, yeah.
in our neighborhood yesterday, which is really good. They've been really working super hard for people in the neighborhood. And then we go hiking every now and then on the weekend. Like we'll do that this weekend.
Right. Well, we had, spring sports were canceled and a lot of the travel ball was canceled. So we have a lot of extra time and you're staying at home.
Yeah, we had a big outing this week.
What?
We went to the dump.
Did you?
Yes, we threw
And you
away
didn't call
carpet.
me?
We should have invited everybody to go with us to the dump.
Okay. Here's some things that you can do while you're at home. You can, I like this, quarantine stream.
Is that like binge watching?
Sort of quarantining and streaming at the same time. And there's a lot of things for kids, but there's a lot of things for you as well. If you're into animals, you can stream the St. Louis Aquarium on Wednesdays and Fridays at 11 a.m.
For free.
For free. Absolutely.
Okay,
All
good.
of these are free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Cincinnati Zoo every weekday at 3 o'clock. So I don't know what we'll see this afternoon, but at 3 o'clock this afternoon, the Cincinnati Zoo. Georgia Aquarium has their sea lion cam.
You know what? The aquarium's great in Atlanta. It is really nice.
It is
You walk
nice.
in, you kind of feel like this is Disney World of aquariums.
Yeah. And I like that you walk in, it's about 10 degrees, 20 degrees cooler than it is outside.
Especially if you're waiting in a long line.
Ooh,
Which,
yeah.
that ain't happening right now.
No, not at all. You can also do crafts. You can stream how to draw on Tuesdays. You can take craft classes from Good Housekeeping a couple of times a week. You can have Dolly Parton read your book.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the Imagination Library.
I will do that.
Is that not awesome?
I just like to hear her talk.
Not only her accent, but she's kind of got a higher pitched voice, and it's just super sweet. So
if you stay at that little hotel she has at Dollywood, there's a whole channel of Dolly Parton talking about Dollywood and Splash Mountain.
Well, you can get that right in your own home.
Nice.
With her reading you a
But
book.
she reads you a nice book.
Yeah. And then you can get on Wednesday afternoons, I am all about this, cooking classes like Kitchen Quarantine, and that is Massimo Bottura. I don't know who that is, but 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So maybe you learn how to make a delicious drip cake, or maybe you learn how to make a luxurious dinner. But we can all do this from the luxury and air conditioning of our own home.
Well, and if you like to cook as well, and you like to bake, Liz's Ugly Bakery, just after 7:15, you'll be able to watch how she puts together this creme brulee a little bit later this morning.
Oh, my goodness.
Liz's Ugly Bakery.
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. I like that. It's kind of got a zazz to it.
His Morning Crew.
Another edition, like every Thursday morning at 7:10, of Liz's Ugly Bakery, where welding is going to take place.
There we go. Okay, so I have on a welder's mask.
Literally, she does.
Yeah, I'm a little freaked out by this. I started trying to caramelize the sugar on top of the creme brulee inside the control room, and it started smoking.
She did freak a little bit, but we'll see what happens. No, she has a blowtorch. She does literally have a welding mask on. And now, I wish we could hear that.
Can you?
But now she is taking the blowtorch to the creme brulee. I didn't know that's how this was done. I've seen these, the finished product, of course. But we're okay. You all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. So what are you actually doing? Why the blowtorch?
So you put sugar. Oh my, it's smoking. You put sugar on top of the creme brulee, which is almost like a pudding, but it's a little thicker consistency.
Okay.
And then you have to brulee, which is, I guess, take fire to the sugar, caramelize it, and then you kind of crack your way through it to get to the yummy.
Okay, get back to it.
Okay.
Because she literally put down the welding mask.
Can you hear it?
That is, that's quite intense.
Yeah, it's freaking me out.
No, it's okay. She's waving off the smoke like that's going to stay away from the fire detector.
I can't breathe.
With a mask on?
Yeah, okay.
How long does it take to do one of these?
Evidently, it takes longer than I would have expected.
Finish.
Okay.
Just finish that one
Okay.
at least.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't put the mask down.
Yeah.
Because my eyelashes will burn off.
It's a lot of smoke.
Stop.
That's okay. Just go ahead and finish. Man, it's a lot of smoke.
Stop.
Oh, come on. Might as well finish.
Is that what?
Go ahead, finish. We'll call. Someone call the fire department and say it's a false alarm.
It's a creme brulee.
It's the creme brulee.
All right.
Oh, seriously, can someone turn it off?
Oh no! Really?
That's okay. You can finish. That's just the fire alarm.
Oh no! Okay.
2 are done. So the boys, is this gonna be hot?
This is hilarious.
This is a little hot. Here's one. Okay.
That's okay. It's just the fire alarm. It's okay.
Is it really still going off?
Oh, there we go.
Oh gosh.
They turned it off.
Okay. Here you go, TJ. It's hot.
All right. So
Okay.
they'll try it.
Yes.
We'll find out how it goes in just a little bit. Well, we might as well get. Have any of you tried it? Because we're going way too long here.
Yes.
All right, there you go. I'm afraid mine's gonna burn my mouth, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he had to crack through it. Ian had to crack through the top of the. Yeah, there you go. Okay, take a big bite.
Go. All right.
Hopefully, there's not too much sugar in it. Oh, I hear the crunch.
What do you say?
It's good. This is the first creme brulee I've ever had, so it's the best by default. But
Best he's ever had.
Unlike last week, not the best sugar cookie you'd ever had.
yeah. So, but no, definitely good. What do you think, TJ? I don't know. I haven't eaten it. Mine's way too hot to eat right now.
There we go. Well, with the fire alarm going
Turn
off.
the fire alarm off.
All right. So there you go.
And
That's the cream burleys.
Creme brulee, and I can
with
take the welding
with
mask
the
off.
blowtorch that was to it.
Nice hair.
If you'd like to see all the silliness that just happened with the fire alarm and everything, just go to hisradio.com. You'll see the Rob Lizz blog and how you can make these cream things. And then, boom.
His morning crew.
When Liz does something, she just does it. Let me tell you. It's Robin Liz, by the way. His radio. Good morning.
And I got a text from Bonnie that said, Liz, you're so brave to do that. Have the fire trucks arrived yet?
Okay, so what'd you tell her?
Well, and I said, no, not yet. And she said, when they do, just give them goodies.
Let me tell you why Bonnie texted that. So Liz's Ugly Bakery, around 7:10, involved, believe it or not, a welding mask and a blowtorch. Because evidently, I never knew that this is how they did this kind of thing, the creme brulee thing that she made.
Yeah?
Creme brulee.
Creme brulee. You were almost there.
I was getting closer.
Yeah.
So you burn the top of the sugar on the thing.
You
to make
caramelize it, yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't know
try
that's-
not to burn it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it that way.
Well, we had a lot of smoke in here, so.
And the fire alarm went off. You should have seen it. We definitely heard it. It was quite amazing. And no, the fire department did not come.
Not
We were
yet.
able to take good care of that. So Joyce is chiming in at 800-447-7234. What about that, Joyce?
When the alarm goes off at our house, anytime for any reason, I usually yell out, "Dinner's done!"
I'm so curious. The first time you cooked dinner and the fire alarm went off, what went through your mind?
Oh my gosh, what are the neighbors going to think?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Looking for a job?
Not right at the moment. I'm
No?
feeling pretty good,
Okay,
but thanks. Unless she knows something.
I know nothing.
It's like, yo, Rob, looking for a job.
You might want to. No, Amazon, they hired a lot of temporary workers during quarantine and COVID-19. Guess what? They're going to give them full-time jobs.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, most of them.
Good for them.
Yeah, like 175,000 people.
That's a lot of people.
Well, think about it. Have you ordered from Amazon during the last couple of months?
I'm wondering how many people have not ordered from Amazon. I'm sure a few.
I know. Sometimes I feel like I should invite the delivery driver in for lunch because we've gotten that close.
Yeah, good friends. I don't know what he looks like because there's a mask, but
Well, true,
anyway.
true that. But yeah, so they're going to be giving them. Well, they make $15 an hour is what these employees are going to make, but they also get a hazard pay boost of $2 an hour.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Because of COVID-19?
Exactly.
Okay.
So I don't know how long that will last, but at the same time, and the $15, I don't know if that's the drivers or those that work in the factories or what.
Well, I
but-
mean, with Amazon, that's going to continue on.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know, they'll
yeah.
keep getting raises as they
Yeah.
continue on with their tenure at Amazon.
I
That's
would-
nice.
And they're also going to offer training so that they can do different jobs within the company and possibly be promoted.
That's great. I'm going to guess it's all factory work because the Amazon Prime drivers, that's their own business.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
so
know that.
They own their truck, which has Amazon. It's like a franchise in
Yeah.
a sense. That's the only way I can put it.
Okay.
And so they own their own trucks. They work for themselves. as they deliver.
Look at you enlightening me and maybe somebody else. I may be the only one.
What else would you like to know?
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Charlene is here this morning with His Radio because Charlene supports His Radio. And this is why she supports His Radio.
I give to His Radio because I want to make a difference in other people's lives. No matter how small of a donation you start with, you're affecting people like myself. You're helping somebody through that tough time. You're rejoicing with that person. You're celebrating with that person. His Radio and giving to His Radio is my way of sharing with everybody out there, touching that one person that is feeling like there's nothing left, there's no hope left, and that song comes on and gets to their heart and keeps them going, and for some people shows them that God is real, Christ is real, and He's there to save us, and all you have to do is take Him into your heart and accept Him, and your life will change.
And that's why she supports His Radio. Charlene gets it because she's walked through it herself. You can tell by the way that she just talks about why she supports His Radio. And so I think we're asking that you would join Charlene in supporting His Radio with our friend-raiser that's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up June 22nd. But you don't have to wait until then. If you're like, I am ready and I was moved by what Charlene said, then you can text in the word GIVE to 800-447-7234, or you can go online, hisradio.com. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Toby was even trying to get in the action there. Sorry about that. I had him on
the edge of a seat.
And here's another thing, too. When you give now, since we're getting ready to have Friend-Raiser, the first day of Friend-Raiser, we're giving away a MacBook Pro, Apple Watch, an iPad, I almost say iPod when I say that, an iPad, and AirPod Pros. And we're talking the Pros, too. These are pretty fancy.
Yeah, I get to borrow my son's every now and then. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
I want a pair.
You could win all of that because you give now. Go get you registered to win. 800-447-7234. You will text the word GIVE right there, or just give online to our website at hisradio.com.
His morning crew.
I don't know if you've ever made one of those posts on Facebook and you're like, I wish I never would have done that. And it's years and years later, and there's like maybe several Facebook posts that you wish you've never made and you want to get rid of. And it's hard to go through that. Now, I understand Facebook's made it easier to do that. It's Rob and Liz on His Radio.
Yeah, they have a new feature where you can go and you can manage your activity. And so you can delete maybe during a certain time period. Maybe you were having a hard time. Sometimes there's like an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend in the feed, and you want to kind of move those somewhere else, and you haven't been able to. Until now.
Yeah, now it's like it's so much easier to get rid of that part of your life on Facebook.
I wish they would come up with a feature where you could find like certain pictures easier or certain posts easier that you want to capture memories and that kind of thing. Because I haven't found that.
What do you mean? Not to get rid of, but to save?
No, to save and to use again, to grab a picture. Because for me, yes, you can go, I don't think you can go monthly to look for your old pictures, can you?
You can look. If you put them in albums, it's a lot easier. But most people don't do that anymore. I used to do that, and I used to do the album thing all the time when that feature became available.
Right.
Now I don't. And so it makes it a little bit harder to find stuff.
Yeah, really. I'll spend, 20 minutes, which is not that big of a deal, but still looking for something. But to be able to go back and, I really shouldn't have said that, or I was mad that day and traffic or whatever it might be.
Yeah, that person blocked me. I want to get rid of all their pictures on my Facebook now.
No. Don't unfriend me, please.
Yeah, no more unfriending. Supposed to love each other.
You're my friend.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
You combined a cap and a gown and a jet ski, and you have yourself a really nice high school graduation. It's Rob and Liz on His Radio.
That sounds like so much fun. It is a high school graduation for some high school seniors in Florida. They go to a prep school. There's only 12 of them. 12 high school seniors in this graduating class.
Quite the huge class, huh?
I know. And they decided, let's make this fun and still social distance. So they got on their jet skis. The principal was out in the middle of the water, and he was in a cap and gown.
On a boat.
On a boat. At the end of the boat, he had one of those grabbers. You know what those things? I don't know what they're called other than grabbers.
Yeah, they're grabbers.
Okay.
Yeah. Normally you have a kid's toy.
Exactly.
That does that with a little a trigger at one end that grabs things on a big pole on the other end and a claw.
Yeah, exact claw. That's the word I was looking for. So he had the diplomas there, and he reached out when the kids came up on the jet ski, and he reached out and gave them their diplomas that way. They had on the life preserver. Then they had the cap and gown over that.
That's wild, isn't it?
I think it looks like so much fun, but I don't think you could do it if you had a class much bigger than they had of 12.
That'd be a lot of jet skis.
It would be a lot. And were they borrowing? Do they all have their own personal jet ski?
Then you go to the prep school.
Pish posh.
So, yeah, right? Hey, by the way, our virtual commencement speech is tonight on our Facebook Live with His Radio. And let me tell you who's a part of it. Liz and I have the opportunity to be a part of it and host it. Mark Hall, who's the lead singer of Casting Crowns, is going to give the virtual commencement speech to any student who tunes in, of course. And Matthew West is doing the music from his house in Nashville.
Yeah, and we have high school seniors from all over the Carolinas and Georgia. And the great thing about it is you can join us too. You can watch it tonight on Facebook Live at 8 o'clock.
The students she's mentioning are joining us on Zoom.
Yes.
And any student who joins on in is going to be surprised with a lot of stuff. So that's going on tonight. Our Facebook Live, and that's with His Radio.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
There's a family. I want to be part of their family just for like a week. They do theme nights at dinner. And I mean theme nights like the Mayflower. They all dressed up like they were on the Mayflower.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
Really? They go that far with their theme night for dinner?
Yes, they have pilgrim costumes. They made a Mayflower out of cardboard.
Yeah.
They have done Easter baskets. And so I guess they were the peeps and the treats inside the Easter basket. They've done Pac-Man. They did the Last Supper.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Really?
And it's every single night. Weissel, I think, is their last name. And they are super cool. Like, I want to follow them on all social media and be part of their family. But the dad is super cool. He was talking about why they do this.
We repurposed a lot of Amazon boxes as far as cardboard. We made the Mayflower and we were pilgrims one night. We made a giant Easter basket for Easter.
Isn't that cool?
That is an amazing family.
I mean, first of all, they're artistic. They're all dramatic, as in drama. They really are super cool.
Okay, so I don't think you'll see the Dempseys ever doing that. That kind of a theme night.
But would you want to? Would you be the one to say, yeah, let's do this? Or would you be the one to say...
No, that requires a lot of work.
I would be all like, let's do this.
She would.
And honestly, the guys that are in my house now...
No.
Joey and the boys would not be down with that.
See, they're teenagers.
Yes.
And so is her husband, Joey.
Yes.
So,
I mean, he would not do that. None of them would.
Guys, I don't blame you. It's okay. Let mom do all the dress up and cook you the amazing meal. You just sit there and just smile.
But what if she said, if you dress up, I'll make your favorite meal? Whatever that is. What is it? Filet mignon or something like that?
Yeah, whatever.
You still wouldn't.
No.
NASCAR theme night.
No, I'm not in a NASCAR, so no.
Yeah, the guys in the video department back there are like, yes, I would do that. Nothing you could be enticed to dress up for dinner.
No.
Prom night, you put on a tux.
I've never been to a prom, so.
Well, there you go. You could have your prom at home.
Yeah, at home, eating dinner.
And the kids could be the chaperones. That would be super cool.
Yeah, right.
I see it happening. Amy, call me.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
Megan is a part of the family of His Radio. As a matter of fact, since we're a listener-supported radio station, Megan takes her family ship, so to say, very responsibly. And she's one who gives. And this is why Megan gives to His Radio.
I realize it's been almost 20 years with His Radio. And His Radio isn't a radio station to me. It's like a really good friend. His Radio's been with me through the good times and the bad times. It takes a lot of people to make His Radio go. And so we all have to get together and do our part. My pastor recently said, love is a verb. You show it. And in order for me to show His Radio the love has given me for 20 years, I will be a music mission partner for life now. And I just can't thank His Radio enough for all that they've done in my life.
That's Megan. Megan supports his radio. She mentioned More Than Music mission partner, so she gives about $1 a day. That's $30 a month to be a More Than Music mission partner at his radio.
And it's super cool that she did that. And I love that she said love is a verb. You got to put it into action. Thank you, Megan, for doing that. And if you want to be a part as well, you can support the ministry of his radio. Just text in the word give. It's super easy to 800-447-7234, and we'll tell you how to do that. You can also go to hisradio.com.
Yeah, because our fundraiser, this is the way that we raise the operational budget for this radio station, is June 22nd, which that's rescheduled. We were going to have it in the spring. Now it's a summer fundraiser, June 22nd. And as Liz said, you're encouraged to go ahead and get a jump start and do that now. As a matter of fact, you'll be in the running for the first day giveaway, which is a MacBook Pro, an iPad, an Apple Watch, and AirPod Pro. Yeah, you could win that simply by giving your gift now, because we're going to give that on the first day of Friendraiser away. Hopefully to you. You could win that. Hisradio.com. Thank you so much for your support today.
Rob and Liz.
His Morning Crew.
So Josh Gad, who is Olaf.
Oh, I know.
In the
I know who you're
Frozen
talking about.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did something really cool this week. He Zoomed, I guess, a healthcare worker that he'd found out about who had not had a day off since like early February.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she works with all the COVID patients, and she's a single mom. She probably nurses work 12 hours a day at least, and so she's been pulling those types of hours. And so he found out about this, and he wanted to give back to her, and here's a little bit of how that went.
Hi, I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs, and I love you so much, Paige. And you want to know something? Your mommy is my hero, and everybody like your mommy is my hero right now. And you are amazing. And one day I hope you'll come visit me in Arendelle.
Is that not cool?
That is cool. I love that.
Her daughter is 6-7 years old, and she's missing mom because she works those long hours.
Every day, right?
Yeah. I don't even know if she's had a day off yet, but since early February has been working those crazy hours. And so he found out about her, and he called, and it's of course going viral, because who doesn't love Olaf, and who doesn't love our healthcare
I've seen this.
workers?
Yeah, that was on Good Morning America.
Yes.
Yeah.
So super cool that he did that
great.
for them. And I like that, because we're all quarantined, and the celebrities are also quarantined. They're not filming right now, doing anything.
Yeah, kind of bored.
Yeah, so they've got extra time. They're doing shows, and they're calling and trying to make it a little bit better for everybody.
His Morning Crew.
So here's this family in this one neighborhood whose house really needs a paint job.
Yeah.
Really, it's horrific. It's like you drive by it, you go, oh, come on, please, do something.
it.
Your yard looks nice. Your house, come on. And so they thought, hey, let's get some advice.
Yeah.
So they asked the advice of their neighbors in a very unique way. What they wound up doing was picked 5 colors that they were going to paint their house, literally painted those in stripes on one little panel on their house. And then, I don't know if you know what a QR code is, but they got a QR code, on a big poster board, put it in front of their house and said, hey, just take the survey. You tell us what we paint our house. They thought, our neighbor's going to help us out. And it was wild colors, only 5 of them. I've never heard of these colors. Rocky Mountain. Then there was Wild Orchard, Good Taste, It's Well, Blessed Blue. Okay, I can understand the blue. What are the other ones?
Well, the Rocky Mountain is sort of...
Is that a color?
It makes me think of the Grand Canyon when I look at it. It's got an orange tint, but it's really based in brown.
See, I'm colorblind. I would have just picked the ugliest color without knowing it. Just telling, go with It's Well. So Wild Orchard is a color?
Yeah, Wild Orchid it's sort of purple.
Orchid? Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of purpley.
I said orchard, didn't I?
You're thinking peaches. You want peaches.
I don't know.
And Good Taste is blue.
Why don't they just say blue?
Well, because there's 3 different blues on their choices. So in Good Taste, it's almost, I would say, colonial blue. I don't know, because it looks like it has a little gray with it. It's really light.
This fascinates me because I'm colorblind. I don't see this. Okay.
And then Blessed Blue is a rich blue. That's about the color of my house. Our house is blue.
Okay. And It's Well. What in the world's that?
Yeah, it's like the light blue. It's almost like
another blue?
Like a sky blue.
Oh, they just paint their house blue. Okay, so anyway, So they had all these 5 colors and stripes, 1 through 5, and you just pick on this little survey online. Evidently, they must live in a pretty, populated area.
Sure.
They were thinking 100 people maybe,
Right.
just pick out, the top. It turned out to be not 100 people, but 110,000 people.
Have voted.
Yes. And so we'll find out tomorrow what the votes wound up being, and then they're going to paint their house that color. That's how they'll reveal it.
It's like waiting on the winner of a pageant, like bated breath. I'm chomping the fingernails.
Over a house.
But would you give up control to your neighbors of the color
They
of your
must
home?
like all the colors and don't care.
I think so, too. Although they're super different colors. The purple one is, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. They're thinking, okay, this is on them if see? Because you could pick the color yourself and go, and then your neighbors go, why'd you do that?
Yeah.
Now they can say, well,
you picked
the
it.
votes picked it. So
And pick up a paintbrush, y'all.
yeah, kind of help out a little bit. You told us to paint it this color.
Let's do this.